In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the coolant temperature sensor on this Nissan Pathfinder. Let's get started. I need to remove this air intake box here, and it has two 10mm bolts, one on each side, one on the right. I have a setup here that someone has made with a mounting nut underneath. Typically there would be a clip here, so either way it should still be a 10mm bolt, 10mm on the other side. Same setup over here. Once again, you will not have a removable nut, or should not have one, underneath. Now pull this up and out. Now that you have that piece of the air intake off, you can see that towards the driver's side of the engine where you have your transmission dipstick tube, it's held on with a 10mm bolt and this bracket. Now you don't necessarily have to take this off, but I believe it's going to make things easier, so I will. I'm going to take this off because right behind it over there is where the coolant temperature sensor is. So once again, 10mm socket, remove this bolt. This dipstick already naturally wants to be moved out of the way, so that's good. Basically, it's not going to allow us to remove it, but it will allow us to move it a little bit out of the way, just so we can gain some extra space. This I will actually get out with a wrench now, because well, moving this wiring harness is going to be a lot more work than it needs to be. I'm going to unplug the sensor first, press on this tab. If you can't do it with your fingers, try to grab some pliers, or really anything that'll help you get some leverage on this. Pull this up and off. Now we can get a tool on there. I'm going to try a wrench. If that doesn't work, I'll grab a socket. I'm going to slide a 19mm stubby wrench on here. All right, I got it. Once you break it free, keep in mind coolant will run out of here. So I'm going to prepare a rubber plug that I can plug the hole with. If you don't have one, well, just try to be quick. It actually looks like it's not dripping out very fast, so we're good to go. We can get our new sensor installed. Now you would take your new temperature sensor, slide it right in here, thread it on, make sure it catches onto those threads smoothly. And it should have a copper crush washer on it. What you want to do is just snug it up until you crush that copper washer just a little bit. To do that, I'm going to do it with my wrench, just like I removed it. 19mm wrench, of course. All right, that's nice and tight. Perfect. Let's plug it back in. When you plug it in, make sure the connector clicks. There we go. Let's get this re-secured with the 10mm bolt. Don't make it too tight. It's threading into aluminum. You don't want to strip it out or break the bolt. Now take this piece of the air intake, line it back up with the air box. Make sure that goes over. It should fall right into place. And these bolts should line up, or the bolt holes, I should say. Stick your 10mm headed bolt right through. Of course, for me, I have to hold the mounting nut on the bottom side. Hopefully you don't have to do that. I'm going to hold it with a wrench, snug this up. Don't make it too tight, you don't want to break it. And let's do the same to this side. Snug it up. And there you go. If for some reason you lost a lot of coolant in the process, make sure the engine is cold and open up the radiator cap just to ensure that there is coolant still in here. I have plenty of coolant in the radiator. If yours is full but you still lost a lot of coolant, I would check the overflow tank, which is right here. Top it off with the manufacturer specified coolant. Personally, I only lost a few drops, so really that doesn't really matter compared to the gallons of coolant that are in the entire system. So I will not add any. I know it's full, but like I said, you can check it here or preferably at the overflow.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.